to Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. I'm your host, Kletus. Almost got into an accident. I thought, well, I had a green arrow. I didn't have a green arrow. Everybody ahead of me had a green arrow, and then I was just following them, and then I almost got fucking T-boned. Nobody honked. Oh, shit, that was a close one. I'm in my car, so it's okay if I get in a crash. Please total this motherfucker one way or another. I'd like to get out of this fucking car. But no, today, all I had to do was offload the oil and then come back and then do shop work for the rest of the day. And things went well. Offloading the oil took from, well, I'm charging the customer from 7 to 10:30, so 3.5 hours. And they were only maybe like 15 minutes away from me. So it was only half an hour. It took 3 hours to get offloaded, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe a little bit less, but that oil was so fucking thick that I was pumping it off through a 3-inch line, which the 3-inch line, I was like, oh, it'll go way faster through a 3-inch line. I mean, it was faster than the 2-inch line for sure. And all the lines where I was pumping it into, I went to this place. The guys, they got the address way fucking wrong, but I ended up getting to the place. It's a little tiny tank farm in North Kansas City near the river in the industrial park, and there's just a little tank farm there. And I just pulled in there, and I ended up meeting the dude that met me out there. He was pretty cool. We just talked about all kinds of shit the whole time, but yeah, we hooked it up to his hose, which is a 3-inch hose from my 3-inch fitting on the back of my truck. Then it went along the ground up into the building into another pump, but we didn't have the pump running, but there was another pump that it was going past, because you can still pump past it, just you're not getting the benefit of the pumping or whatever. And then into a filter pod. So it had to go through another filter pod. The guy was asking me is it clean enough that we could not use the filter pod? I'm like, brother, if it's not, how big of an issue is that? He's like, well, that wouldn't be good. I'm like, well, I cannot confirm what was in this truck before. I mean, and I felt bad saying that. I can't confirm what the fuck was in this truck beforehand, but I know that my gauge was stuck, and I had to hammer my gauge to get it to work before I started putting oil in it. And now oil's in it, and the float for the gauge feels kind of heavy. So I don't know what the fuck was in here, but there's some nasty shit in there probably. And we swapped out the filter sock for the filter little thing that he has, and he said it just looks like straight oil. I was like, well, I mean, if you want to, he's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, the longer this takes, the better for me. And he's like, actually, that's the same for me too, because if I go to the other yard, they're gonna have other little bullshit for me to do. I'm like, I'm in the same fucking boat, dude. The sooner I get done with this, the sooner I get back to the shop and have to do some random ass shit that I don't want to do. So we just sat there for, yeah, like, it was probably closer to 2.5 hours of actual pumping and shit. But got that offloaded, and then I called the boss. I'm like, hey man, this tanker is dirty. Like, it's really as dirty as it could possibly be right now. This oil's so fucking thick, it's just stuck to all the walls on the inside of this tank. Because even the inlet pipe that goes to the top of the tank, I opened up the cap for that, and I pulled out. It holds roughly 5 gallons of waste that gets trapped into the loading tube. since it's above everything else, and then it goes down to the cap. Anyways, I pulled the cap off for that, and I was, I'd still be sitting there with a bucket underneath, just letting it trickle out if I wanted to sit there. Like, it's coated, the whole fucking thing. So I don't know. I parked it in the shop. Maybe it'll be good. It'll be under a heat lamp, and well, we just have like shop heaters on the ceiling. And I think I parked right underneath one. So maybe if that shop heater turns on enough, it will heat up the tank enough to kind of get that oil to heat it up and melt down to the bottom. So not melt, but just move easier to the, and then, but there's going to be probably 10 gallons worth of oil that's going to be settled down to the bottom of the tank. So just be careful. And anyways, what I'm trying to get at is I took it to the tank cleaners, and the tank cleaners was all that their boiler was down. So he said, just bring it back to the shop. So I brought it back to the shop, and then they started working on it. They wanted to change the oil, do a full service, monthly service on the truck. Fine by me. And turns out I did have a low steer tire. Is it like 70 pounds? I was looking at it, I was like, that looks kind of squatted. Check the PSI. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's at 70. That's not good. But, anyways, it'll be taken care of now. I think that's what they were doing with it when I just left. They were getting the tire taken off and going to find the hole and patch it up. But, yeah, I went down to the other shop and I helped some guys. I say I helped, but I really was just fucking around the whole time. But they were putting up some shelves, and I was, I guess, helping with that slightly. I did help put up one arm for the shelf, and then I took the box truck to Lowe's and picked up some sheets of half-inch MDF, not MDF, particle board, not particle board, fucking OSB. I used to work for a fucking lumber company. You would think that I'd know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, which I do. I don't know. I don't know. If you really know what you're talking about, you wouldn't get the words mixed up. And I get, all right, fine. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it was particle board, and I was trying to get. We have some different sheets of for different reasons at the shop, and I was like, do you want plywood? And he's like, no, I want particle board. I'm like, it's gonna swell up and not be good. He's like, nope, that's what I want. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm not gonna fight with you. I was gonna grab. I guess it was. He said it was a cost issue, but I'm like, what? Like, I spent $250 on some bullshit shelving that's gonna get ripped down, and you don't want to spend the money on this, which is actually gonna be used for like ever, because we're moving all of our fittings. So we have a fitting shelf, and that's where all the extra fittings, weird fittings, parts for fittings, everything is at. Extra gaskets and stuff. And it's just a couple of shelves full of fucking shit is what it is, until somebody goes over there and organizes it and everything. Like, I think I was talking about that uh, in one podcast recently. I don't know, but anyways, the yeah, we're moving those down to where the vac trucks are, which is actually a good idea. There's no equipment that uses those fittings in that shop area, anyways. So it would make a lot more sense for all the fittings to be down where all the trucks that use the fittings, whenever you're like prepping your truck, you got to make sure you got all the right hoses on. You got to make sure you got all the right fittings, all that good shit. Uh, yeah, there's no reason to have all that shit so far away. Might as well just consolidate everything down to where it's supposed to be. So, anyways, we were working on that, and they wanted to put um, that board down so the fittings won't get stuck on the metal grates or whatever. I don't fucking know. I just do what I'm told. But I took the box truck out, but that didn't take very long. Couldn't really waste a whole lot of time doing that, but I did go out to eat for lunch, and I did take an hour lunch. But I don't think anybody care. Everybody takes lunches, and they still get paid for the whole day, so I don't think it's a problem. But I'm gonna charge for it. But anyways, went out to go get some fucking fish, which was fucking awesome. We went to this fish restaurant. Some of the ER guys were standing around, and they were all like, looked like they were leaving. I'm like, you all leaving? They're like, no, we're gonna go get lunch. I was like, oh, where are you going? They're like, we're going to this fish place over here. They have really good catfish. I'm like, oh, all right. Fuck, you got room for one more? And they're like, yep. I'm like, all right. And I hopped in there with them, and we took off. We go to the place, and I don't know. I ordered 2 catfish fillets and 6 jumbo shrimp. Like, I don't know. They had big signs that were like jumbo shrimp. I'm like, all right, I'll try your jumbo shrimp, whatever. And then I got a side of jalapeno poppers. Yes, I know none of this stuff is good for carnivore diet, but I'm kind of am I lying to myself? Am I cheating myself right now? I don't know. But I'm just kind of decided that I'm going to eat what I want to eat during Thanksgiving, like these next 4 days, at least 2 days. I'm gonna just eat whatever the fuck I want, and I'll get back on the carnivore. Like, I will, I promise. I mean, it's probably empty promises that you think that I'm saying right now, but I will get back on the diet. It is very helpful. I don't know. I've been haven't been sticking with it lately too much, but for lunches and stuff I have, and even eating at home the other night. The fuck did I eat? I had eggs, bacon, and sausage, and that's all good carnivore stuff. But yeah, so I ordered jalapeno poppers and the fish and everything, and I get my bag, and inside my bag, they got 2 packs of tartar sauce, 2 packs of ketchup. They got another little sauce thing of Louisiana hot sauce. They have another one of cocktail sauce since I got shrimp. And I go back up there. I'm like, hey, yeah, I didn't get any ranch with my jalapeno poppers. He's like, oh, you want ranch? I was like, yeah. He's like, how many? I was like, 2. He's like, they're 50 cents a piece. I'm like, they're what? I was like, don't the jalapeno poppers come with ranch? He's like, no, sauce is extra. Like, you gave me all this other fucking sauce that I don't even want. Like, I want the tartar sauce. That's it. He's like, yeah, those come with the meal. I'm like, oh, why? Who eats jalapeno poppers dry? What kind of terrorist are you? So, anyways, I paid $1 for the fucking sauce, and I go over there and I sit down, and then another dude, he needed to get up because they have like this Parmesan. It's not Parmesan. It's just like some powder. I don't know. I don't know. It's some sort of like spread seasoning stuff that they put on everything, and it tastes fucking delicious. And he went up there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be 50 cents for you to get a packet of that." And it's like, what? Okay. And then the one dude went up there, a different dude went up there, and he's like, hey, can I just get like a cup of water or something? And they were like, yeah, that'll be 75 cents. It's like, 75 cents for a cup of water? The fuck? And then the other dude that went up there for the powder, he went back up there because we were done eating. And he's like, yeah, can I get a box? Because for some reason, we all ordered in a row. He was 8, I was 9, and the other dude was 10. And he went up there to get I don't know why. My food came in a box. The other 2 dudes came in a box. Well, the 2 dudes ordered the same at the one dude was paying for the other dude. And everybody's food came in a box except for this other dude. His came in like little trays or whatever. And he didn't finish his food. He's like, I want to take this home. He went up there. He's like, hey, can I get a box? Yeah, 50 cents. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, are you kidding me? What kind of place charges you for ranch for a fucking jalapeno poppers, a cup of water, and then 50 cents for a fucking box? Are you fucking with me? I left my trash spread out across the table. I said, you're gonna earn my fucking dollar extra for fucking ranch. And you know, if they weren't fucking around with everybody else, I probably would have cleaned up my shit like I normally would. But no, I don't know. It's probably not a very big statement. There's probably a lot of people that leave trash on tables. I've never been one of those people. I always clean up my area, and I even grab extra napkins and kind of wipe off the table. I don't like, even at like a restaurant where it's a sit down restaurant and like they have bussers or whatever. I pick up all my shit. I put the forks and the spoons and the knives in a cup. I pour all the cups into one. I stack the cups up. I stack the plates up. I put all the food all on one. You know, I keep all the trash on top. So, like, whenever they come over to my table, you know, even though I'm not there, but I know they look at it and they're like, wow, this is nice. You know, it's a lot better than having, you know, shit tucked behind the fucking ketchup and, you know, straw wrappers all over the floor and everything. Like, I clean shit. I keep my shit tidy because I have been a busser before, and I'm like, this is, you don't know how helpful this is for a busser. Like, I know it's his job, but whenever somebody does this, you know they appreciate you. They're like, okay, I'm going to make it nice and easy on them, even though I don't have to. Like, they're paid to clean up the fucking shit, but I make it really easy, and I pull it all the way out to the edge of the table. Like, my wife doesn't understand. I'm like, yeah, pull it out to the edge of the table. She's like, why? I'm like, because whenever the guy comes over with the bus bucket, he doesn't want to climb and lay down in everybody's booth, still warm from their ass, and it smells like farts and fucking shit. Okay, no, the busters don't like to lay down on the seats. They want to be able to just set the bucket on the seat and slide everything right into there, throw their nasty fucking rag, wipe the table down real quick, and move on to the next customer. You know, it speeds shit up for everybody except for me because I'm I'm the one doing all that work. Anyways, I'm not trying to get a fucking medal here. I'm just explaining my little process for this, and I don't even know where I was at. Oh, yeah, I left all this fucking trash all over this table. I was like, you fucking fuckheads, you can come clean this shit up if you're going to charge me 50 cents for fucking sauce per sauce. You fucking fuck the hell. Like, I really, if it was the world of like change in your pockets, I probably wouldn't have minded so much. But this, it's like, oh, I have to pull out my fucking debit card. You got to type it in. You're trying to get me to sign a receipt and shit for fucking sauce. Just throw me the sauces, bud. Just bring me the fucking sauces. Like, you're already charging a good amount for the food. Give me the fucking sauce. Sauce is, those are consumables, okay? In the restaurant world, those are consumables. I know the world is changing. The world is changing in mysterious ways, but I'm telling you, charging for sauce should be left alone. Stop doing that. So then I go back to the shop, and then we're working on moving some stuff around. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I just fucked around on a forklift for a little bit. It was pretty fun. I threw some shit away, some old pallets and stuff, and just kind of hung out. And then I started talking to my brother, trying to get him to let me get that fucking truck. You know, I'm just fucking with him, but I don't know. He told me I could have it for free a couple of times. I know he was joking and I was also joking, but I'm like, if you say that one more time, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to take that truck for free, you motherfucker. Give me that truck. Because I want my 92 back. Not, I don't know. I don't really want the 92, but it's a rare, kind of, since it's a 5-speed extended cab 4-wheel drive. It's kind of rare-ish. I'd like to get it back. I'd like to get it back because I don't want to see that truck. I don't know. I don't want them to sell it for $500 to some fucking you wrench it yard or whatever, and then since it's got mismatched doors and whatever, it'll go out into the field, and people will just pick the parts off of it like vultures. And I don't want that to happen to the truck. I want if the truck was going to stay in the family, I'd be okay with that. Like my other brother, his car is all fucked up. He needs to get rid of it. It's a Ford Explorer. It's a piece of fucking shit. It's a straight up. It's worse than our Equinox we got. Worse than my car that I'm driving right now, my Chevy Cruze. It's a Ford Explorer. It's actually a Mercury Mountaineer. So yeah, it's bad. I was hoping he would buy it, but I don't know, just the way things are going. I'm like, I'm opening myself up to the market for a new vehicle, and that one seems like a good one to get because it's reliable. It doesn't get great gas mileage, but it's reliable, easy to work on. It was mine at once already, so like it's technically still in my name. He hasn't sent the title in, and I haven't sent in my bottom slip yet. So it's still in my name, but everything's been signed and dated, and everything is good to go. So we could go up to the DMV, but I want that truck back. So I'm like, don't do anything with the title yet, because that's how serious I am about getting it back. Is don't turn the title in, don't go register it, don't do anything like that. Because he was thinking, because he's ready to sell it also, and but he's not like hard on money or anything. He lives with my other brother, so he splits his rent, and he has nothing else to spend his money on. So he just is raking in the fucking cash. And also, he's been on some of these prevailing wage jobs where they're getting paid like $42 an hour to go dig little holes. And it's like, what the like? And if they dig 50 holes in a day, they get a $50 gift card each. And it's like, holy shit! How do I get on that fucking job? Not have a Class A and a hazmat. Sorry, I got a Class A and a hazmat. I can't go do that job. Like, damn it, dude. I want that fucking job. But, yeah, I just wanted to do another podcast today at the end of the day. That's really about what happened. Oh, and my brother, he he's looking for a camper. And we talked to a guy at work. He said, I've got a camper that his dad has a camper that he just wants to get rid of. It's a fifth wheel, and I'm like, dude, that'd be perfect for because my brother wants to get a camper and just live in a camper, and I talked him out of it, but he's back to it, and you know how if he's got the same mindset as I do, once you set your mind on something, you will do strange things to get what you want. So, and he is set on getting a fucking camper. I'm like, I don't know what I was talking about, but I just got a wonderful phone call from my old boss from the lumber yard, Mr. Matt. He was a good guy. He was a really nice guy. Me and him were good friends, but he was my boss. But we were pretty cool with each other. Everything worked out well. But I called him yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday. I don't know. One of these days, I called like a bunch of my old friends that I hadn't talked to in a while. Old people that I used to talk to all the time and I was real close with. And I ain't talked to them for so long. So I was like, I'm going to call up all these motherfuckers. And I called them all up. and a couple of them answered. But I called this guy, Mr. Matt. I called him, and he did not answer. But I was like, I'm one of those annoying motherfuckers that'll just call you. I don't do a lot of texting. Is what I was telling him. He's like, I ain't gonna text with you either. I'm like, good, because I'll call you, and I like to hear your voice. I don't want to. You imagine how many words we said? There ain't no way I'm gonna text them all out, and he needs to be able to hear it that I miss him. And he lives down in Texas now, so he's down in Texas doing the Texas thing. I'm on the wrong side of my car to fuel up. I gotta do a Yui. I gotta do a Yui. I gotta turn around. Here we go. Did a Yui. There we go. Get to this fucking gas pump. I'm gonna run out of gas. Just kidding. The gas light's not even on yet, but holy. Yeah, so I talked to him for a while. That was a good time, and now I'm already almost home. Just got a little bit to go. Stop off, get some gas here. What else is going on? Oh. And yeah, gonna have a great time, a great Thanksgiving. I just figured I was gonna get one posted up, just to wrap it up because I'm probably not gonna be. I'm gonna forget everything about this week. Uh, by Monday when I probably record another one. But I don't know. My plans for this week are go tonight. Probably play way too many video games. F the wife. Play with the kids. Not in that order. And then tomorrow, wake up and probably play more video games until my wife is dragging me out of the fucking kitchen. Because that's where I got my game thing set up. I could hook it up to the big TV, but that just attracts too many children. I'd rather just keep it on my laptop nice and tight over there, and I can just close it, and then they can't fuck with it and shit. So, yes, tonight I'm gonna play a lot of video games. Tomorrow morning, probably play some more video games and hang out with the wife and the kids and and get some pie made up, or not pie, cake or whatever my wife wants to make. And then we're gonna go have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm gonna stuff my fucking face. I'm gonna fucking fill my fucking fat face full of fucking food and have a great time and then drive home in a coma and pass out. And hopefully the kids are passed out too, because I'm not gonna have the energy to deal with them not wanting to go to sleep and all that shit. So get the kids to sleep, and then that'll be Black Friday. My wife is going to the Chiefs game. As of this moment, she's going to go to the Chiefs game. So I'm going to have the kids all Friday. That means I'm going to have to try to get them set up to where they are going to play with themselves or each other. And then I am going to play video games, maybe some more. I don't know. I'm really upset at this video game, but a little bit I got a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel because I saw a guy playing the video game on a YouTube channel, and he was talking about how to set up like AI drivers and stuff. And I noticed that he was like $118,000 in debt. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel so bad about being in debt right now on the video game. You can take out multiple loans, apparently. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll probably talk to you about it later because this is what I'm into right now. I would like to get the basement cleaned up. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. I got Saturday and Sunday also, so I don't know. I'll probably want to get up and move around. If I don't fuck with my truck, I'm going to punch myself in the nutsack. So I'm gonna fuck with my truck a little bit. I got a little bit of an idea. Did you hear me fart just a second ago? Okay, probably not. Um, my my, I'm thinking that the distributor cap, instead of the distributor cap being twisted, I might have my plug wires rotated. So instead of this one being number one, the one to the left of it might be number one. And so if I pull all the plug wires off and then rotate it one and then put them all down, maybe that will be it. That might help out. I don't know, because right now, obviously nothing is working the way it should be. So probably pull all the plug wires off, rotate them once to the left, see what happens. If that doesn't work, then I'll pick them all up and turn them once to the right. Well, twice to the right, and see if I just have them misaligned. If maybe the forums that I looked at, this is the only thing I can think of, is that because right now, yeah, no, number one is supposed to be pointing at number one, but if whoever did this truck, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the orientation of pointing. That's where you would normally have number one go. But people can change it up. You can have number one at the very back if you really wanted to. There's a way you can do that, but not in my case. So I don't know. I need to figure that out. It sounds like that's probably going to be my issue, and I just hope it is. Because if that's not it, then I'm really fucked. I don't know what the hell's going on. Um, and I don't know. Might run a new power wire, another ground wire. Because right now I have a couple of wires that I have ran that I don't really. I just have them ran the way they are, just to make shit work. But I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. Fuck with the truck, clean the basement, get the basement cleaned up, get all these toys picked up, and also get the tree put up. I'm gonna put up my Christmas tree, get that set up, decorated, clean house, probably do some carpet cleaning. I don't know. I really like to do carpet cleaning with the windows open. But so I don't know if it's gonna be warm enough to do that. Right now it's raining. This was not in my forecast. I don't know what I thought it was gonna be, but it's raining now, and I did not want it to rain. Not that I'm gonna be outside for anything, but just rainy days. It's already gets dark really early, and when it's raining like this, it just gets dark even earlier. So I don't know. Last night the kids were up till 10. They did not have school today. So hopefully they're going to go to bed at normal bedtime tonight, so me and mama can get a little jiggy with it, if you know what I mean, and not have them bugging the hell out of us. Probably end up playing some Fortnite at some point. And yeah, that's about it. Just hanging out, having a good time. I hope everybody else has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you get to do what you want to do. You get a nice long weekend. You get to eat all the delicious foods that you want to eat. Um, and think of what you're thankful for. I am thankful for my job. I am thankful for my wife, my children. I'm thankful for my truck outside when it's going to fire up when I fix it. When I do it right, it's going to fix, and I'm thankful for that. Okay? It's going to work. It's going to drive. I'm over here manifesting it working. It's going to work. It's not going to have any other issues. I also am thankful for my video game that I'm going to play tonight, and I'm going to get out of debt. I'm gonna get out of debt. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna get this game going. It's gonna be good. I'm also thankful for the food that we eat. I'm thankful for chewing tobacco. I'm thankful for the sweet almond green tea from HTO. I am thankful for Sims sausages, and also I don't know the name of them, but the hot and spicy pork rinds from Aldi's, and the cheese sticks, because those get me through my lunches every day, and I'm kind of tired of it. I didn't eat that today because I purposely didn't bring my lunch because I was like, I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm gonna go get lunch. I've been being a good boy all week long, and last week, and the week before that. I'm gonna go get me lunch. I'm gonna go get me something good to eat. Right now we have a standoff between a truck and a Volvo. There's a truck trying. This is a Quick Trip truck stop, and it is not a good truck stop. It was just a normal gas station. Then they bought the lot next door. They paved the whole thing, put some pumps out there, and called it a truck stop. There's not a good way for a fucking truck to get into this place. And this is the reason why. There's a fucking Volvo being a dumb fuck, not going, like, the truck is clearly cannot move because you are in the fucking way. You stupid fucking Volvo. Oh god, I'd be livid right now. I'm upset for this trucker. So he came off of this kind of a highway, and well, there's a stoplight in the middle of it, so it's not quite a whole highway. And he has to do a U-turn, and he's gonna drop his duals down into the ditch. Ah, he did pretty good. Um, and then when you leave, they say they want the trucks to leave that way. There's a steep ass fucking hill over there that I don't drive trucks over here. I normally don't drive trucks over this way. And if I did, I would just keep on going down the highway to the next truck stop because this is not a good truck stop to be at. But they want you to leave the other way, and that way it takes you to the side road, and that's just problems over there. So this truck stop, like, they have it listed as a truck stop, so truckers pull in here all the time, and they get down here and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" And yep, sorry, I know you're going cross country and that you just happen to take this route, but this is not a good truck stop for you to go to. This is actually one of the worst truck stops to be at. So I'm thankful for truck stops that know how to fucking make a road and shit. Like, if they would have just bought a little piece of land over there also, trucks could come in easily. Or, fix that corner a little bit better to make it where trucks can come in. Like, there's a spot for only trucks to go and then a spot for cars to go, or I don't know. Let me draw the lines on the road. I'll fix this fucking place. I'm telling you guys, I am fucking all about drawing the lines. I'll draw the lines. I'll do it for fucking half price. I don't know how much you pay the guy to do it now, but I'll do it half price. I'll draw all the lines. The benefits, and give me a bonus because all the gas savings, the traffic accidents that don't happen anymore, all the benefits of having smooth traffic, give me a bonus. Okay? I'll do it for half the cost, but you got to give me a bonus. Because we got city budgets out here for cops to sit out here on the side of the highway or wherever the fuck these bad lines are, because the lines are bad, so people crash, and then they got to block the lane, and then they got a whole miles long worth of traffic because the lines were in the wrong spot. Let me draw the lines. Keep all 18 down. Be thankful. Hug your mama. Kiss your brother. Don't do that. Kiss your grandma, hug your mama, give your dad a high five, watch him sleep on the couch. That all dads do that. I don't know. It's a thing. And Merry Thanksgiving. Adios. Keep all 18 down. Did I say that? I don't know.